it's Sarah, and this week I'm going to be showing you the best things to do here in the city in autumn. Let's go. One of the best things to do here in autumn is visit Central Park. Of course, the leaves are changing colors. It's incredibly beautiful, but my favorite experience is going out on the water. Now at Loeb Boathouse, you can rent a boat and it only costs $35. 20 of that is a deposit, so you get it right back. And you can go around seeing the gorgeous sights of Central Park, but insider tip for this, definitely go earlier in the day because otherwise it's a giant shit show. This is what I'm talking about. We're about to like hit
Sorry.
Okay.
I just really wanted to be in the shoot.
Yes. Do you have insurance?
Do you mind pushing our boat?
I got you.
Anyway.
Thank you.
No problem.
So that's why it's important to come here early in the day because it gets very crowded. And yeah, it's just a really romantic way to see Central Park. One of the things I want to warn you about are these fake monks. Now in my tourist traps video, I didn't mention this because honestly I didn't know they were a thing, but now I've learned. They're these guys that walk around Times Square and you see them in Central Park and they give you bracelets and they ask for a donation, but they're not even real monks. So please don't give them money. It's a scam. It's sad because they're totally taking advantage of the culture. One of the other beautiful things to do here in Central Park in autumn is to just take a walk through the woods. And I'm going to do a very, very brief tour of some of the cool things you can see here. But make sure that when you do come here, you pick up a map or you just literally look at Google Maps. They have tons of little different icons and you can just visit those locations. So join me now as I show you some of the cool places to visit here. Shakespeare's Garden. Now all the plants and flowers here were mentioned in the original playwright as well as found in his gardens. The other cool thing about this place is there's a Swedish cottage located right on the property. It's a beautiful place to come and relax and look at some flowers, especially in springtime, but really all year round. It's beautiful here. And if you're coming here in October, two fun things to do, one of which is kind of spooky for Halloween. Halloween's October 31st for those international people, is the Pumpkin Flotilla, and that's when they light jack-o'-lanterns and push them out on the water. It's very beautiful. The other really cool thing to do is the Secrets of Central Park walking tour, and I'll link below where you can buy tickets to that one. Coffee or tea or really anything on the go, so what I recommend is head to a coffee shop and then come here to Trinity Church. There's a coffee shop called Boundless Plains right down the street. They serve amazing coffee. Grab one to go and then head here to Trinity Church and walk through the old graveyard here. This church was established in 1697 with the annual rent of a peppercorn, but today it's actually worth $3 billion. The oldest gravestone here is from 1681. It's a fun little game to try to find that while you're here. And one of the most interesting parts is that Alexander Hamilton is buried here. So two cool things to find here at Trinity Church. It's also just a really spooky environment, perfect for that Halloween season. At One If by Land, Two If by Sea, you can dine in a 1767 carriage house that was owned by Aaron Burr, which was the Vice President of the United States who killed Hamilton. An interesting connection if you went to Hamilton's gravesite earlier in the day. Here you can have classic American fare in a spooky yet beautiful environment. This place is known to be haunted by up to 20 ghosts. However, it is also known to be one of the most romantic restaurants here in the city. So it's just a really nice place to come and dine, grab someone, a loved one, have a nice meal. If you've seen my other New York City videos, then you know one of the best ways to see the city is by the water, and classic Barber line offers a fall foliage brunch, lunch, and cruise all the way up the Hudson River. You see the Palisades, you see cliffs, you see mountains. It's a beautiful way to see the fall foliage and also see a little bit of the skyline. Plus they have a bar on board, they serve delicious food. It's really just a great way to experience autumn here in the city. Another haunted experience that you can do here in autumn during the Halloween season is the Ghosts of Greenwich Village tour by Watson Adventures. It takes place here in Washington Square Park around the area, and you'll visit haunted apartments, creepy locations, cemeteries, and much, much more, all wrapped into a fun little scavenger hunt. They also have one called Murder at the Met, and that is their most popular and most challenging one. And while you're there at the Met, make sure you head up to their rooftop bar, because that is the most beautiful views of Central Park, especially in autumn when the leaves are changing colors. So quick fact about Washington Square Park, the Washington Arch actually celebrates George Washington's 100th anniversary as president. And you can see him right there. Pretty cool. November, one thing you should definitely do is go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is such an iconic experience here in New York. It happens right here in front of Macy's on 6th Avenue in Herald Square. This is the spot if you want to see all the performances. It might be a little cold in November, so make sure that you dress warmly. And also, it's probably crowded, so just mentally prepare for that. But really, I suggest the best thing to do is get an authentic American Thanksgiving dinner here. The places I recommend to get an authentic Thanksgiving dinner here in New York is Joseph Leonard and Prime Meats. All of those places serve a full, proper meal with a turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, all the good stuff. Book far in advance because it will get booked up. Halloween is a huge deal in the US, and you should go to a Halloween party while you're here, which means you need to dress up super spooky, haunted, or cute. Girls normally dress super cute, so if you're a girl, don't dress scary. If you see Mean Girls, that was like not cool. Anyway, the McKittrick Hotel has this party called Inferno, and it is the most elaborate extravaganza party. There's confetti falling from the ceiling the whole time, live performances, people that literally you'll see everything here. An open bar. The McKittrick Hotel actually isn't a hotel, which is tricky, I know. But they have 4 floors, each one has a completely different atmosphere, and it's where they perform Sleep No More. So it's a theatrical space, the party is a theatrical experience, and it's just something you need to go to. I'm linking below where you can get tickets to that. In fall, you get some of the most beautiful weather here in New York, and it's perfect for a bike ride along the Hudson River Greenway. This is an 11-mile stretch along the Hudson River that ends at the Cloisters, which is another spot that you should visit in the fall because you have really gorgeous views of the fall foliage. But while you're on your way, if you want to take a stop, there's actually a bar that serves great beer, cocktails, and other drinks and food called Boat Basin. So you can stop right there, right in the middle of your beautiful bike ride, and it's just the perfect way to experience fall in the city. So now I'm gonna go for a bike ride. I'll see you there. Now, to get your bike, I recommend renting a city bike. They're found all over the city, and you should download the app to find where they're located. It costs $3 to rent it, and if you want to do a day pass, it's $12, which is way cheaper than some of the bike rental places you'll find on the Hudson River Greenway, because they're like $40 or something for 2 hours. I think it's it gets expensive. So I'm gonna unlock my city bike right now. All you need to do after you download the app is you have to hit the unlock bike button. My code is 11131 and that changes constantly so you can't steal it from me. Yay! Okay, let's go explore the city by bike. If you bike all the way up the Hudson River Greenway, you'll end up here at Fort Tryon Park. This park was named after the fort that protected the Fort Washington area during the Revolutionary War, and it was designed by the sons of the co-designer of Central Park. Today, it is known for its beautiful landscape with rocky hills, and it overlooks the Hudson River. But the really special part about this place is the cloisters, and let's go check that out right now. It's a place that you need to visit if you come here, and it also is included in your ticket to the Met Museum, so make sure you read that carefully when you buy your ticket to the Met Museum. Let's go check it out now. They also have tons of activities here in Tryon Park. This one's for kids. They have the Medieval Festival, which is happening this weekend, but check their calendar because every weekend they kind of have something else going on. So if you are coming with kids, this is a good place to take them. Got a hidden cave here in Tryon Park. It's a little fun game you can play. Can you find the hidden cave? I'm not going to tell you where it is. The cloisters are one of the two branches of the Metropolitan Museum that are outside of the museum, and this one has a massive medieval collection that spans from the barbarian invasion period, which was in AD 370, all the way to the 14th century. Here you'll see tons of works of art on display, including tapestries, Gothic pieces, tons of different types of architecture. It's all inside of this historic looking fortress. And when you come, make sure you go to their seasonal open-air cafe for light snacks and drinks. It's in a lovely courtyard and just a perfect way to take a break from the museum while you're here. At the great Jack-o'-lantern blaze, you can see 7,000 illuminated hand-carved pumpkins that are carved by local artisans here in the historic Hudson Valley. It's a great place to bring kids if you have a family. There are tons of things to see here. Some of the cool ones are a Statue of Liberty that's made from pumpkins, a windmill, the Tappan Zee Bridge, zodiac signs. There's a cake that a lot of people propose in front of. This is all located at Van Cortlandt Manor, which was built in 1732. It's a historic property and the grounds are beautiful, covered in pumpkins. It's a great thing to do for the Halloween season. This runs from October through November. I'm going to put all the information below. You can click on the link to buy tickets or to see the specific dates that it runs so you can come and visit. To get here, all you need to do is take the train from Grand Central to Croton Harmon, then follow the signs that say Pumpkin Blaze. It's really easy and it's absolutely worth it. It's an hour and a half, just a heads up, a bit far, but trust me, sites like this you can't find in Manhattan. There are also snacks and local craft beer and wine here, so you can grab one of those, walk around, enjoy the pumpkins, enjoy the sights. It's a great way to enjoy the Halloween season. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe. Watch my other New York videos right here. Follow me on Instagram at SarahFunky, and I will see you next time.